What's the latest?
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Beyonce had her final stop of the Cowboy Carter tour in Las Vegas, and fans were in for a surprise because Destiny's Child popped up on stage. Let's take a listen to Destiny's Child coming out on stage to Lose My Breath. And that was the best audio we could get because all the other audio that you can find from fans there.
Everybody screaming and all that.
One lady, there's a video of one lady on TikTok that's making the rounds right now that it sounds like she's like hyperventilating because as you see them come up, people
they come up together.
They're coming up and people just go crazy because you're not expecting it.
They come up out the stage?
Yes, they come up. And then so they hit the stage. They do Lose My Breath. They have Energy, the mute challenge. Everybody on mute. Then they end with Bootylicious. And when they end with Bootylicious, there's a countdown that they do. Beyonce's on the mic and she's like, give it up for Destiny's Child. I don't know if she meant to do it this way, but of course it's kind of cool because when she says give it up for Destiny's Child, Blue Ivy walks out. When Blue Ivy walks out, she does her dance break.
Yep.
She then does her dance break and they continue on with the show. But it's just cool because it's like, dang, you got Destiny's Child.
Yeah, she is.
And then you have Destiny's
Child.
Literal child.
Right.
Right. And then Blue Ivy, she got to do this whole tour with her mom. So, there was a moment where they closed out together and Beyonce gives her a kiss. And, it looked like Blue Ivy was kind of getting a little emotional because everybody was just so excited. Jay-Z performed, of course. He's been performing on some of the tour stops as well.
Did they say the reason they came out in Vegas is Destiny's Child's going to do a residency? Did they start that rumor yet?
They didn't say anything, and they normally don't. But there has been a rumor for a very long time, and it came back up during this Cowboy Carter tour that Beyonce is supposed to be in talks or something like that for a residency in Vegas. Remember, there was a whole thing with the Sphere and then not the Sphere and all that, but nothing confirmed.
Blue probably was crying because she was like, man, I got to go back to school with these peasants after this song, after this fantastic song I had.
She didn't actually shed a tear, but she was giving emotional. I don't think Blue Ivy go to regular school.
I have no idea.
There's no way.
She probably gets homeschooled.
How the hell
Probably gets homeschooled.
Or she goes to school with other people as rich as
Right.
True.
Absolutely.
We don't know nothing about that.
Like, Kelly looked so good. Always and forever.
I think the Diver Chocolate Goddess, When did she not?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I just want to give it up for Kelly.
Yeah, I think they all look really, really good. And I also, too, I saw a lot of, like, other celebrities reacting. I mean, you had celebrities there, like Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry with Gail and Oprah, Kris Jenner, and Kris Jenner, man.
Tyler Perry be on tour with Beyonce, by the way.
All the time. Every show.
He's at every show, dressed in on theme. Don't miss DJ Pump a Beat. Don't miss a thing.
Don't play with it.
I see Neo there. I see Neo in the audience.
Yes, JT was freaking out. JT from the City Girls, or formerly of the City Girls, was freaking out online, just watching, as we all were, just watching all the videos come out as the concert was happening live. I think even though the last time people have seen them on stage together was Coachella, and then prior to that, they popped up during Beyonce's 2013 Super Bowl performance.
Yep.
But no matter how many times we do get a douse of the reunion, people still feel like, oh my God, this is Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child is probably the biggest girl group of the 21st century. And they're definitely one of the biggest selling groups of all time. I think it's only like TLC and Spice Girls who sold more than them, so they are they're an iconic
Damn, I forgot about Spice
trio.
Girls.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle are an iconic trio. So yes.
And also with shout out to Solange, she said that Kelly, Beyonce, and Michelle are her Mount Rushmore. So that's what's up.
Period.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Well, in other great women news, Clarissa Shields, she took the W home.
Drop a bomb for her, man.
Yes. I heard you guys talking about that a bit this morning too. I watched the fight as well, and that was my first time watching a full, I'm gonna admit, it was my first time watching one of Clarissa's fights from start to finish. I even watched the undercard, and man, she just does it so easy too. Like, she's just in the ring, just easily just going crazy. Like the way she was hitting that girl, I didn't think the girl was gonna last as long as she did, Lani.
Yeah,
but
she did. She
lasted way longer, than I thought she would.
She knew when to run. She was.
All the clips I've seen, she
turned it into a track meet. She ran for majority of the fight.
But
that's why.
And then she was joking that she was running. It wasn't like she was. Some boxers act like they're running. Nah, she was running.
She was
like,
running.
Like she was like.
But she was a little jokey still, and that was pissing me off too. Like, why are you making this funny? But Clarissa talked about the fact
she
that
probably already knew she was gonna get beat up. Ain't no use to being mad or scared. You know?
Clarissa in a post-fight interview talked about Lani jogging around the boxing ring. Let's take a listen.
I don't think Lani knew how strong I was and knew how much bigger I was than her. And she didn't want to feel that power in those first 2 rounds. And I think she was scared. I think she was like terrified. But after the first 2 rounds, after cutting the ring off and I hit her with a couple body shots, she slowed down. And that's why she kind of had to fight me. So I went out there and I picked up on the gas, but I think I didn't place my shots completely right. She started being real awkward, throwing real awkward shots. And Lani got some heavy hands. I could tell she hit her hands together. I said, why her gloves sound like that? She got some heavy hands. And then I hit my glove. I said, my stuff don't sound like that. Look, she may have been kind of afraid early on, but you know, she put her big girl panties on and fought me a little bit, and we was able to put on a great show in front of 15,000.
It was. Now, I did say earlier, I don't know who Clarissa Shields fights, but then I remembered Shadeja Green from Paterson, New Jersey. She fought
last week
on the Jake Paul card. We had the all-women fight. I think she fought against Savannah Marshall. Shadeja Green, Paterson, New Jersey. They call her the Sweet Terminator. And she says she wants to fight Clarissa Shields. That would be a good squabble.
Question: you mentioned the Paul. She fights under it's MVP. Right. So Clarissa, when the fight was over in the ring, she did an interview too, and she talked about the fact that now she's a free agent. Let's take a listen to that.
I don't hear nothing.
Nah, we don't hear nothing.
I'm waiting to listen. I don't hear it. Still not here. I don't hear it. I don't hear nothing, Lauren.
Well,
Dr. Tabernacle. No, go ahead.
Do we have it, or you want me to talk through it?
After this fight, I have to get my boxing life together. I've been with Salida Promotions since I was 21, and now I'm 30. This is our last fight, just on our contract. So I'm like a free agent. You know, I love Salida, and this is my guy, but I want to make the biggest fights and the best fights. I cannot forget. Thank you to Salida Promotions. Thank you to Mark Taffet. Thank you to Win Records. Thank you to Papoose. Without all of them, this fight would not have had 15,000 people, 16,000. So, there you go.
Where does she go now is my question to you. You mentioned the Paul brothers and MVP. Could she fight under them? And even would she bigged them up in her Pivot interview, even though I know they've had their back and forth. Like,
I mean, she could sign the MVP, but she could also start her own promotional company. She's Clarissa Shields. So when she talks about, making the biggest fights, the biggest fights don't happen without her.
Right.
She's the name.
Right.
So I mean,
similar to what Floyd did when Floyd left his company and created his own company.
Yeah, Clarissa can do whatever she
That'd
wants.
be fire. And out of those 15,000 people that she keeps mentioning that sold out that arena, 71% of those tickets went to women who wanted to show up and support her. And when she popped up, I put her in this segment with the Beyonce thing because remember she called herself the Beyonce of what she does. She popped up in when she first pulled up to the fight, she was in a pink dress. It was Beyonce inspired. Pulled up with Papoose, and then she changed.
Who said it was Beyonce's show? She said that?
Yeah, she said that it was Beyonce inspired. Yeah, and then people were doing the side by side as well too. But
White Rolls Royce.
Yep, she pulled up in a Rolls Royce.
The dress.
Yes, the pink dress she was wearing. Yes, was Beyonce inspired. But she did have the blonde hair as well too. But then she instantly went into fight mode. But I say all that to say, even watching that from beginning to end, I was like, she also is super entertaining to watch as well too. So
did she have a fur on? Did she have a fur on? A fur on?
No, she didn't have a fur. You said it because she's in
Detroit. Not as Detroit. Detroit is the fur with the Cartier.
She had the Cartiers on.
She had a fur on at the weigh-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the Detroit. What up, though? Shout out to everybody in the depots.
Yeah, shout out to her and congratulations. And I did ask, trying to get the answer to what happens next for her, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Shadeja Green.
Shadeja Green gets busy. Salute to Paterson, New Jersey.
Savannah Marshall says she want to rematch with Clarissa Shields, but I don't want to see that. Shadeja Green would be a good one.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Lauren. When we come back, we got front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings